I do face hard moments, but I'm not left behind. And as time goes on, now it's time to recall them, to show that I'm grateful for all. For all the moments I'm grateful for all.
Finally here. Hello again to everyone. Epona Fest 2025. We are finally here at the Italian Culture Showcase. As everybody knows, today we are in Cremona, Italy, and our nation is famous for many things in the world. Am I wrong?
Yeah, absolutely.
But may I present to everybody who are we going to share our Italian culture with? Athena Karkanis, Andy Price, and Tom Zaller. Welcome back in the main hall.
Hey.
So, as Singalek said, Italy is a land of many wonders, like food, music, and monuments. This is the complete map of Italy, for example. So you can see every region marked in there.
Vinarity,
Yes?
where is Molise?
What do you mean, where is Molise?
Where? Vinarity, you have to explain to me this. Where is Molise?
That's the shape, that's the true shape of Italy. What do you mean?
That is not the true shape of Italy. Come on, we should...
Fine.
I know.
Here you go.
Because there is a meme going on from ages that is called that region called Molise, and people say Molisent. So it doesn't exist, it seems.
So, as we were saying, Italy has many great things, and I'm sure everyone who spent some time here has had the pleasure to discover, from monuments to food to everything, honestly.
They already had a pizza night, didn't it?
Most of them, yeah.
Well, that's great.
So, yeah.
So then we're done with Italian culture, right? We had it.
End of the panel, let's go.
I just want to have words about what you call American pizza.
Yeah.
The what?
The pizza with the French fries we had last night?
French
The
fries.
hot dogs
yeah,
and
some-
hot
Oh,
dogs.
yeah, of
French fries
course.
and hot dogs.
Cut up
On a
like
pizza.
They said,
Yeah.
American pizza.
It is called American
say
pizzas
so.
in some regions.
Somehow.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's what you call it?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It depends on the
Yeah.
country, yeah, depends. But as Andy said, pizza. We covered pizza yesterday, so today we're gonna cover pasta and some interesting way of speaking for the Italian people.
Yeah, because don't worry. You have to know, for example, every country has its own language, which is perfectly normal. But here in Italy, we have something also other countries have, of course, that are dialects, okay? So different ways of expressing the language in a local way. The point is that Italy is very, very small, but it's in every, it has thousands of dialects.
At least two per regions.
Yeah, every time you move from region to region, from area to area, the dialect completely changes.
To the point that some dialects are even considered languages of their own. See, like the Napolitan language and the Friulan language, if I remember correctly. Those are considered separate languages, completely different from Italian. So some dialects have really heavy differences. So what we're gonna do is the many things that Italy has.
What I can see a small
Yes.
text. What is that?
Mandolino.
Ah, okay.
Land of pizza, pasta, and mandolino. Yeah, we had to make the joke because it's a long-running joke inside the staff members. Anyway, on to what we're gonna do. We call it What's That Saying? So we are gonna show some saying from regional dialect. The point is to try and pronounce it because even we have different difficulty pronouncing.
Yeah.
And then with a literal translation in English, trying to understand what that saying actually means. So that's the whole idea behind this part of the panel, just to have a bit fun. Okay?
You can go.
A shot at pronouncing it, saying the saying, that how it is there.
Well, you just said it.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway,
Bonk.
give me a bonk. Give me a bonk.
Bonk.
Thank you. Anyway, so let's skip to the other part then, which is this one. This is the literal translation. Completely literal, not
Completely
trying.
literal. This is not an adaptation. It's completely literal.
Yeah. So, what do you think that might mean? Like, do you have any?
Is it something to do with relations between neighbors?
It
Could be applied, maybe, to
yeah,
that too.
but it has a more general approach. Could be neighbors, could be classmates, could be a relationship.
Yeah, is it about having something to bond on, like mortar between bricks? That bricks upon bricks wouldn't stand, but you have to glue them together?
Not quite, no.
Good guess, though.
That's a good guess, but not quite.
You're
Andy?
trying to analyze it. And
Does Andy have a clue? If you don't, that's fine. We just
we can see the
So,
solution then.
Yes, let's see. It's the literal translation of the literal. This is a saying in English that means the same thing. So it basically means that two strong wheels will collide one way or another. So
We could
someone.
have sat here all night and never would have gotten it.
Well, that's the point.
Wow.
Okay, so let's try not to make a mistake once again with the next one, which comes from the region of Lazio, where Roma is.
What does that one say?
I'm not gonna
This
fall
is
for
not
it.
going to happen again.
Not gonna fall
Blew
for
it,
it.
Tom. He was about to do it.
Okay, I'm going to try.
Okay,
I have
Athena.
no idea what it means, but sparagna, sparagna, arriva il gatto e se lo mangia.
Me. Dressing as a par. Oh, no, that was this morning. Okay, let's see if I can pronounce it. That, in bocca serra non gintra mosche? Could be.
Yeah.
I don't know how to read that A with the
It should be
the roof.
serra. Serra.
serra.
Yes. Non gintra mosche.
I know what it means.
Okay.
Can I guess?
Yes.
Of
okay.
course.
In a closed mouth, flies don't go in.
That's correct.
So is it like keep your mouth shut and you won't get into trouble
Yes.
kind of thing?
That is correct.
Silence is golden.
Yes.
Perfect. Magic.
She's
Well, I don't know.
She's
It's a
smart.
Like I know some of the words because they're similar to it's standard Italian.
Yeah.
So that was my guess.
yeah. Next one from Sardinia.
Who's going to try?
I'll try.
Your turn, Tom.
Yeah.
As you can see, the dialects are very different one from another.
Yes.
I'm just looking at the double M. Sa cosa cocta non Torah Maikura?
That is.
Okay,
Good
we're
guess.
there. We're
Which
there.
is-
We're there.
The thing with some dialects is that they pronounce it either or even faster, like very fast when they talk, or with cutting some
Yeah, like
letters
some
or
melodies,
words.
associating
Okay.
it with melodies.
There's this murmur in the audience of those fools.
Or somebody's trying, or somebody maybe knows it.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows? So this is the literal translation, which is again, quite straightforward once you put it
Schiena.
in.
Is it where there's smoke, there's fire?
What? Sorry?
Is it where there's smoke, there's fire?
Yes.
Well, yes.
Yes.
Perfect. 10 out of 10, kind of.
So, as for the next one, this is from Lombardia.
Oh,
which
well,
is-
this is mine.
So
And
you're gonna do it.
I am from Lombardia, so yeah, this is
I'll
fine.
let you the honor.
So, if you want to try before I say it, I'm not
Do
falling
it,
in the
Athena.
trap.
Do it. Do it.
Zucche melon ha la sua stagione.
Oh, yes, that's very close actually, Athena. That's very good. It is actually zucche e melon alla sua stagione. With very close those.
Yeah.
Huh?
Zucche melon ha la sua
La
stagione.
stagione. Yeah, you have to say it with a crouch, because Lombard people sometimes are pretty crouched.
Zucche melon ha
La
la
sua
sua stagione.
stagione.
That's how Milan people look usually.
So, what could this be?
Well, zucchini and melon have their seasons. So, like, for everything there is a time.
That is correct.
All in
Perfect.
Andy was about to. Were you about to say something, Andy?
No.
No. Okay.
He's agreeing with me.
He's agreeing.
A small tip.
I'm trying to slink into the background with each one of these.
This is.
That's a nice strategy.
Yeah. This is-
A small thing for the vocabulary, since this is the Italian culture showcase. It's not zucchini, but pumpkin. How?
Or squash in general, or just pumpkin?
Pumpkin. Pumpkin, yeah.
So then what would you say for zucchini?
Zucchini is zucchine, while pumpkin is zucca.
And what's squash?
Like yellow squash.
They don't eat squash.
Squash, usually they. I think they just call it butternut squash.
Hmm.
Yeah. From what I remember when
Okay.
when it's season, when it's pumpkin season, it's usually butternut squash.
You call it in English.
Yeah. Yep. So just to avoid
So you
doing
cheat.
something. You can say
Yeah.
that, yeah.
You can say that indeed. Okay,
They
what's
changed the
next?
conditions of the test, Andy.
So this is the hard one.
Oh yeah,
And is there our
this looks like Spanish.
guy?
Yeah.
Looks like Gaelic.
What sound did the double L's
It
make?
does look like Gaelic.
Do they make a yeah?
No, that's what I'm trying to say. Like the double L's looks tagliatelle, indeed. Up
So.
to the next one. What is this
Yeah.
thing?
Tubetti.
Tubetti, spaghetti, or
Bucat-
bucatini with the caps lock C.
Tubetti is my vote.
Tubetti.
Tubetti.
Tubetti?
But no matter what I get for dinner tonight, I have to order it like this. Could I have some linguine?
Exactly. You did the right thing putting
some
that in
bucatini.
caps lock.
Thank you.
Yeah, very guttural.
Linguine. So, you said, Athena said Tubetti.
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 That's my guess.
Tubetti. And then Tom,
I'm going to go with the crowd, too, Betty.
you're going to
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Tubetti.
Yeah.
And you're all wrong, I'm sorry. The
Yeah.
right answer is
knew it.
bucatini.
I was waiting for the
Yeah,
curveball.
because the
Because they have an hole. And buco is an hole, so bucatini.
But so is a tube.
yes?
No, but they decided to call it this way. That's not our
Well,
fault.
they're wrong.
That's
You
my
want-
inner teacher coming out. With
Does anyone
fake
want
answers.
to change the name of this type of pasta?
Can they? Can
Yeah,
they?
we got a quorum. We can do
Do
it.
you have
I
to
think
like
so.
She's
apply?
I don't know. What's the next now, Binarity?
Next one
Oh,
is
well.
a classic
well.
one. This should
Seinfeld taught us this.
be easy.
Girelle, or penne, or fusilli. What?
Fusilli.
Fusilli.
Yes,
That is
of
correct.
course it is. They are true masters. Are you guessing right,
I've
guys?
seen Seinfeld.
Yeah? I mean, it's okay.
So,
Okay, so
for
what's
the
the
next one, These are
Okay.
also an
That's
easy
penny.
one.
Here we go. We have penne or penne for the right Italian, rigatoni or tubetti.
That's penne.
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 Wait, you said penne?
Penne.
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 Exactly.
correct.
Indeed. Indeed, it's penne. Are the most difficult ones coming?
Probably.
Oh, yeah. Here we go with this one.
This comes with sizes.
Finally, something with sizing.
That's ditalini.
As you can see, that's the real size of that type of pasta, and it's one of my favorites, actually. So we have ditalini, monetine, or anellini.
That's ditalini.
That's what?
Hey, ditalini.
Ditalini, or
Well, I want to say monetini because the quarter's in it. But no, ditalini. The A,
ditalini?
yeah.
I have never seen that pasta before.
I
They're
do
saying
every day.
Ditalini, so that seems like they
Okay.
seem very short. But it does look like little anelli, so I don't know.
Okay,
Anellini,
you have
I
all
feel
the
like
time
would
to
be a good
guess.
guess too. I'm just gonna go against the crowd and say anellini, but
And
I'm
you're
probably
right
wrong.
to go against the crowd, Athena, because the right answer is anellini. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It is.
Well,
And
what's
then-
the difference between that and ditalini?
Ditalini is not that small, first
Is
of
it
all.
not that? Okay.
It's a little
bit
bigger,
bigger.
and they have some volume. These are completely flat.
And they usually like made in broth. if I
Like,
remember correctly.
you have to imagine a ditalini, but cut or conchiglie, and not conchiglie. Conchiglie.
It's C.
Conchiglie.
Yeah, conchiglia.
Conchiglie.
And that is correct, which is
Yes.
a literal translation of shells.
Yes, it's another way to say shells.
Yes.
Next one, please. Oh,
This
here
one,
we go.
they are flat and quite big.
Yeah, they're pretty strange. They have a strange shape. They look like, you know,
They're oyster crackers.
This is my favorite.
yeah. Oh,
conchiglie.
well then. Conchiglie, orecchiette, or monete. What is this?
Orchette.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And this says B.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Andy. B.
well, because it is his favorite pasta, of course. Athena?
You going against the crowd again?
Well, I just remember
Well, she was right last
orecchiette
time.
Yeah.
looking different. I want to say monete.
Okay, sorry, it's orecchiette.
It is orecchiette now.
You probably remind them different because there are many types of orecchiette. Sometimes have like more stripes and some don't.
Less
Some-
flat, like more.
Yeah, exactly.
Some are more wrinkled.
Yeah,
Yes.
some are more
smooth.
wrinkled.
Yes.
Oh, that's what I.
Yes.
And orecchiette literally means ears.
Little ears. Yeah.
Little ears,
Since we are eating ears, we are cruel. Go on.
So these ones. The options are
Fusilli or penne or strozzapreti.
Strozzapreti.
Well,
Yeah,
of
strozzapreti.
course, it is a strozzapreti. There is another way to call this actually because they are very, very similar. Strozzapreti are very, very similar to casericce, so they are
Okay, yeah,
pretty,
correct, yeah.
pretty the
That's
same. Next one.
next one is this one.
This is my total favorite pasta.
Yes. If someone remembers from 2023 when we had Singale
Yeah.
with her dish, this is trofie or
Or penne again.
or ditali, not
Or
ditalini,
ditali.
but ditali.
Yeah, this is not ditalini. This is ditali. Be careful. What is this?
Trofie.
Okay, and this says trophy.
I'll agree with him.
Okay, so Athena says trophy too.
I'm going to say
Actually,
Ditali.
Yeah, I'm gonna change because it looks kind of like a finger. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go with
like
C.
digits?
Oh.
Ditali. Yeah.
Because it looks like a finger.
That might be possible.
Andy, are you sticking with your answer or you're changing?
I will because I'll either be a hero or a fool. It's going to be entertaining. So
So everyone is
I'll
going
stick with
for
my
C.
answer.
Everyone is going for C then?
No, he's
Andy's
going with
sticking
A.
with A.
I'll stick
Oh,
with A.
sorry.
I
And
won.
you do the right thing. Perfect. Perfect. Next.
Next one.
Although we're now going to call those Celestias because they look like a unicorn horn.
We had to write unicorns.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Next one.
This one. It can be
Is-
either tortellini or cappellini or bomboloni.
Tortellini.
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 And this says A.
And this says A.
Athena.
Tortellini.
And the correct answer is indeed tortellini.
Yeah, good job.
Can somebody bring us some pasta up here? I'm starving.
You are true
A
master.
dinner is coming, so next one.
Up next. Oh, yes.
We have
And don't say this is the same thing at what you already saw.
sacchetti.
Sacchetti, tortini or ravioli?
Ravioli.
Ravioli for
Yeah,
you,
I think it's
Athena?
ravioli.
Ravioli for Tom and
Ravioli.
Ravioli is the correct answer.
these guys are real masters of pasta.
I just keep waiting for you to say, but we don't have anything to show you the size, so these are actually 1 foot long and they're named something else.
There are some ways that are called ravioloni, which are like this big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some people call them ravioloni, which is like a ravioli but bigger. Or, for example, in my area, they call them tortelli, which is exactly the same thing, like big ravioli, but they call it in another way.
Because they want to distance themselves from Emilia Romagna, probably.
Who knows?
Anyway, let's continue with this
We have
one.
the last ones, not just the last one. We are about to close this quiz, so let's get into this. Tortellini or cappelletti or corone.
Oh.
It's in caps lock. I have to scream it.
That's fair. That's
I don't know. It kind of looks like a corone. It kind of looks like a
Oh,
crown.
so you'd say it's
It
a.
looks like a capello. So.
Well, it indeed looks
Will it
like
be crown or
I'm gonna go with
fetta?
capelletti.
cappelletti. Okay. Andy goes with cappelletti too. And what
And
about
I'm going to go with Corone.
crown?
Okay.
Corone.
The answer
corone.
is
And the right answer is cappelletti. I mean, it is in caps lock, so you have to.
Yeah.
screen.
I have to scream.
Exactly. Is
Chiacchiere. Or lasagne and not lasagne, please. Or pasta sfoglia. What is this?
I don't think it's lasagna.
I'm gonna guess pasta sfoglia.
Pasta sfoglia, okay.
I think they're all a trick.
What do you mean?
I've seen lasagna both ways. So, unless one of them is lying to me,
we would never lie.
Pasta
Maybe it was
doesn't
pasta
lie.
sfoglia.
I'll say lasagna.
Okay.
I'll say pasta foglia.
Okay, so Athena and Tom pasta sfoglia, and Andy Price is saying lasagna, right?
Yeah.
And
The answer is lasagna.
and you'll probably say, what? This does not look like the lasagna we see every day on the internet, because these are uncooked lasagna. This is how lasagna look when they are uncooked.
Yep.
But isn't
Lasagna
sometimes
sheets.
isn't lasagna
I-
kind of like
I-
filled at the edges?
It depends on how you cook it.
I
Depends
think
on how
that's
you
a
cook it.
machining trademark.
What?
Yeah.
I think that is from machined lasagna, not homemade lasagna.
Yeah, this is the original one.
Okay.
Yep.
This is the traditional, purely traditional one. Next one, please.
On to the next one.
This is from the place I live. This is exactly from the place I live.
Spaghetti.
We have spaghetti or trofie or pizzoccheri.
Pizzoccheri.
Okay, you say
Where do you
pizzo.
live?
Huh?
Where do you live?
I can say it. We are streaming. just
fair.
just
No, but
know
just like,
that.
what's the street name? That's all.
Just know that. So, Athena, you say pizzoccheri.
I'll say that too.
Great.
I'm going to say trophy. Trophy.
Okay. We already had the trophy, so this is pizzoccheri, indeed.
Yes.
Did you guess right?
This is not,
No.
not
This
really
is
visible.
very strange because this pasta, it is so fresh that it looks cooked. It looks cooked even if it's not uncooked.
Even if it's
help me.
uncooked.
Yes.
Cooked when it is uncooked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It could be a trap. Like you
I think
take-
this whole thing is a trap.
It is a trap.
No, come on.
Where is the trap there on the stage?
Be careful, careful where you put your
Could be rigatoni. What is this?
Farfalle!
Farfalle.
Farfalle!
And that is correct.
Well, it's indeed farfalle because farfalle in Italian means butterflies, and they look like butterflies. They look like ribbons, but they called it butterflies.
We
so
also
fine.
call it bow tie.
Bow tie.
Bow ties.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
I can see that.
And we have the last
Last one.
one, isn't it?
Yes.
Great.
So, these are very big
Patatine.
ones.
This could be patatine or manicotti or penne. What is this?
Manicotti.
Manicotti.
I say manicotti, but
You s-
that's not how I know manicotti.
Okay.
But I'll say it.
Okay.
Okay. And Tom?
Yeah, I agree.
You agree with them. Well, it's indeed manicotti.
Manicotti.
Andy,
Okay.
would you please tell us how do you know that?
I know manicotti as a crepe, not a pasta.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Well, now you know that this is also a type of pasta.
Yes.
And now,
I wanted to say cannellini.
yeah, it very looks
I think there are
like.
some people who calls them that. If I
Yeah.
recall correctly.
Yeah, some
because they do
people
look
actually
like big
call them like
candles.
that. Yeah.
So,
Okay, so up to the next and last activity of this panel, which is the traditions for tourists. Since many of you is visiting Italy right now, and maybe some of you after Epona Fest are going to, I don't know, maybe visit some cities like Venice, Florence, I don't know what you're about to do. But know that in some monuments, inside or outside some Italian monuments or areas, there are let's say, typical customs that tourists do when they get to the place. For example, can we see the
the first one.
first one?
Is the
Yeah.
Bowl of Milan.
You know it.
We had to include this one.
You know it. Athena, do you know what is that?
We know,
The
Athena,
Bull
so
of
you
Milan.
tell us.
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, may I explain it?
Yes, go
Okay.
ahead.
When you go to Milan, you know there is the cathedral, the Duomo, and right next to the Duomo there is the gallery, the big gallery, enormous, full of shops, overpriced shops, and everything, and on a particular side of the gallery, there is this image of the bull where people literally step on. How do I say it?
Inner thigh.
Yeah,
Property of a bull that makes it a bull.
Yes.
yeah. They put their heel on that and spin on that. It brings luck.
Andy and I will let you know.
And that
And there is an actual hole in that because
Yes.
everybody look
Yes.
at the second
there
image.
is a literal
It's about
hole
a-
in
it's
there
about
now
a
from
Good inch and a half deep hole.
Yeah.
yeah. So from people going there.
A lot of stiletto heels.
Yeah.
Well, it is right next to the Prada shop.
Yeah.
So,
That could be possible.
And Tom, since you when you saw the image, you burst out in a beautiful laugh. Did you do this when you?
We
went to
did,
Milan?
yes.
yes.
Yeah.
You did it. Good. So if you ever go to Milan, you know what to do. Then.
And they had the luck to come to Epona Fest next.
Yes, Cremona is very, very, very near.
The
Of course.
Ah.
Pisa Tower, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Yeah. What does everybody do when the typical picture of
Yes.
the people leaning against the tower to keep it up. Yes, exactly. Another one. This one. This is a hole in an enormous copper door that is on top of Rome, and somehow, when you look inside this keyhole, you can see the St. Peter's Basilica top part. And I remember that I went there, I visited this place, and reaching this place is like a pure adventure. You have to climb, you have to fight against insects and everything, but then you see this, and it's incredible because, I mean, they did the maths.
Yeah, they actually did.
They actually did the
Probably
maths.
did.
Next one, please.
Next one.
Well,
The
Mouth of Truth.
From Rome.
This monument in Rome is very, very popular, and it was used during the Roman Empire, where like people who thought somebody was lying brought the victim to this guy here, and they said, they told the legend, if you're saying the truth, then put your hand in the mouth, and if you're saying the truth, the mouth will not eat your end. And so let's say that this worked for quite a bit, but then I have to say, I don't know if anybody went to the Mouth of Truth. I did, and I was a kid when I went there, and I was really afraid to put I was trembling. It was like, and my mother, why are you trembling?
What question did she
I was
ask?
little, come on.
What question did she ask?
Let's pass. I'm bringing the thing. You explain.
Oh, okay. So, as for the next one, the Trevis Fountain in Rome, it is tradition to usually throw coins inside the fountain, sometimes even too much, as the fountain is mostly composed of coins instead of water. But the meaning behind it is that you throw a coin inside the water because you will come later to fetch it. So it's a way to say...
Sorry, my fault.
Okay. It's a way of saying I'll be back in this place in the future to collect what I left. And so we prepared a little mini game to
challenge.
end.
One didn't go. Next. Wind. Too much wind. Yeah. Oh,
Dunking
you
it.
tried the basket strategy.
We appreciate the
It's
effort.
okay. It was a good attempt, a very original attempt. Hello, welcome. Since you have Twilight, I'm going to give you purple, of course. So here we go. And then we have the last two contestants. Oh, almost. Who's going to clean all the coins?
Probably me.
Probably us.
Whoever can find the vacuum cleaner first.
Last one. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. There you go. Hello, dear. Now, I'm giving you red. I don't have much blues, I'm sorry. There you go. First.
Ooh, that was an interesting
Very
approach.
close, though. This is the last one. Let's go. Okay. Good attempt. Come here. You're the last contestant, and I'm sorry I don't have blue like your beautiful hair, but I'm going to give you green. There you go. Good luck. What's going on? It is the statue of Travis Fontaine. No. This is unfair. Okay, it's good.
Bounced.
Bounced. Well,
Okay.
well, everybody, I really hope that this deep dive inside the Italian culture, what's going on here?
Are you?
Andy, I know you want to come back to Epona Fest, but you already, like, you... Perfect.
You got some coins inside already.
Oh, the championship. You're totally right. Okay. You all did amazing. And I really hope that this small journey inside some...
How many do you have on you?
You shouldn't have given me these.
You want to bring them home?
We can give you the old box if you want to.
We have the box here.
If you come by the booth,
So,
Italian hospitality.
yeah, it's a free fire zone.
So, Athena, Andy, Tom, thank you very much for being
thank
here
you.
in this Italian culture panel. I really hope you enjoyed this small trip. I mean, there are so many other things, but we don't have that much time here. So, thank you very much for being here, and I hope you had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
A big applause for them. Thank you very much. And thank you to everybody. May I remind you, there is a My Little Karaoke very soon, and the concerts. You don't want to miss them.
Have a good evening and a good dinner. Remember to eat your pasta. The correct ones.
Linguine E.
Linguine!